this makeup look inspired by Kylie Jenner. We all know and love Kylie Jenner's makeup, and I thought I would create one of her like most typical looks that she wears quite a lot. So I thought I would just recreate one of the smoky gold eyes paired with her signature mauve lips. So if you guys would like to see how I created this makeup look, then just keep on watching. So I've already applied my base just to save a little bit of time, and firstly I applied my favourite moisturiser, which is the Skin Repair Light Moisturiser by Earle. And then for my foundation I used the Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani. I'm now going to move straight into contouring, and we all know that Kylie Jenner and all of the Jenners and Kardashians are famous for their contours and their really glowy and bronzed complexion. So to kind of recreate that, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt Contour Kit, and I'm going to be applying this with my Real Techniques contour brush. Just picking up some of that product, and I'm going to be contouring in the hollows of my cheekbone. And I'm slightly bringing that contour up onto my cheekbone to lift my cheekbone a little bit. I'm working this product in circular motions to get a really seamless blend that looks quite natural. And then I'm dragging that product onto my temple and the top of my forehead as well. I'm also going to be contouring the tip of my nose, but for this I'm using a smaller brush, and I'm using this Luxe Crease brush by Zoeva. Having a smaller brush for the nose contour is just going to give you that little bit more precision when you're working in the product. So now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be reaching for my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and this is the anti-aging one. So I'm just going to pop that over my lids to kind of prep them for all the eyeshadow to come. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to be laying down my base shadow, and the palette I'm using is the Gwen Stefani and Urban Decay one. And I am going to be reaching for the shadow Stark, which is this one here. It's just like an all-over base shadow, and I'm just applying that with my fluffy brush from Zoeva. I'm then going to be building up on that shade and deepening up the crease a little bit with the Shadow Zone, which is this darker brown shadow here. And I'm really lightly picking that up on my brush, dusting it off, and then just blending that through the crease. And I'm trying to focus the pigment on the very outer corner, kind of sweeping it into the middle. I'm now going to be switching up my palette for the Nude Tude by the Balm, because I'm looking for a little bit of a darker brown shade. And this palette has the perfect one, so I'm going to be using Sleek, which is this dark matte brown shadow here. So I'm picking up this smaller fluffy brush, and this is from Rimmel, and I'm picking up that Sleek shadow and just really focusing that into the hollow of my crease. I'm also blending it down into the outer corner, and then kind of feathering that pigment out towards the centre of my lid. Now I'm just reaching back for my Zoeva blending brush, and I'm just going to blend any harsh edges out. So now I'm just going to repeat the very same to the other eye. I'm just going to be returning back to my Gwen palette to pick up the base shadow that we firstly used, and this is going to help us blend out the crease shadow. I'm now going to be using the Shadow Blonde from the Urban Decay palette, and I'm using my Zoeva Smoky Shader to apply this to kind of lighten the middle portion of my lid. And this is just basically prepping it for a gold pigment to go over the top. I'm also going to be dragging that shadow up into the brow bone to highlight it. And now to finish off the eyeshadow, I'm picking up my Sleek Makeup palette, and this is the iLust eyeshadow palette from the 24 Karat Gold collection. So firstly I'm picking up this shade called Lewis, and I'm picking that up on my Smoky Shader from Zoeva and just applying it over that middle portion of our eyelid again. And because this shadow has quite a creamy consistency, it's going to act as a primer almost for the shadow that I'm going to apply afterwards. And it's got a really gorgeous sparkle in it as well. You could almost wear this eyeshadow just on its own. I'm also going to pour that in the corner a little bit as well. And now the last shadow that we're going to be applying is the gold one, and this is in shade Vera. This one is actually very similar to the one that she's using in the photo that I'm using as reference. So I'm just applying that again in the middle portion of my eye. I'm packing that colour on rather than swiping it because we want it to be really pigmented. I'm now just going back in with the Shadow Zone from the Gwen palette just to go over any harsh edges through the crease. And I'm also going to try and blend the outer corner with the gold shadow, just so that we get a really nice seamless blend. I'm now returning back to my Rimmel fluffy brush, and I'm taking the Shadow Zone again and just running that along my lower lash line. In the makeup, she's also got a little bit of gold running through her lower lash line, so I'm definitely going to add that little bit in. And for this, I'm going to be returning back to the Sleek palette and picking up that same gold shadow in shade Vera. I'm just going to be running that through the lower lash line ever so slightly, just in the very center. Now in terms of eyeliner, she hasn't got anything crazy, but she has got a slight flick to her eyeliner. So to recreate that flick, I'm going to be using one of my favourite eyeliners, and this is the Schwing by the Balm. And now for my mascara, I'm not going to be applying mascara to my top lashes because I've got lash extensions on, but for my bottom lashes I'm going to be using the combo of the Urban Decay Subversion Lash Primer and the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. And now to fill my eyebrows in, I'm going to be using this eyebrow pencil by Lacura Beauty. This is like a no-name brand, but it's actually a really good eyebrow pencil, and it matches my hair really nicely because it's quite a cool tone shade. I don't really know where they sell this pencil, but I'm sure you could probably find it online somewhere. I'll pop the name of all the products I've used in this video down below, just for those of you who are interested. Now for blush, Kylie in the makeup look that I'm recreating is wearing quite a pinky blush, so I'm going to be reaching for my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani blush palette, and I'm going to be using this shade called Easy, and it's a really gorgeous dark pink shadow with a little bit of gold shimmer going through it. And she has her blush going up quite high, rather than focusing the blush on the apple of her cheek. She's kind of got her blush going all the way up to her temple almost. And lastly for her lip, the lipstick that she's wearing is like a light pinky kind of shade. So firstly I'm going to be lining my lips a little bit with MAC Spice. And then I'm going to be applying a MAC Faux to the whole of my lip with a little lip brush. And this has got quite a like purple and dark undertone to it, but we're going to be lightening this up with another shade. And now to finish the lip off, I'm going in with Blankety by MAC. So that is all for my Kylie Jenner inspired makeup look. If you guys enjoyed this and if you like this look, then definitely don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. If you would like to see more celebrity inspired looks, let me know who you'd like to see next down in the comments below. And if you want to follow me on any of my social media, my Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter are all Roxora, same way it's spelled here. So that is all from me. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!